Welcome, Star Family. How are you guys? I hope everyone is doing well today, in great moods and spirits. Thank you to those of you who are new here. I appreciate you tuning in. If I resonate with you, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If nothing else, leave me a comment. I love to chat with you all. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued love and support, but y'all already know the vibes. Switch the roles because I could be picking up on the energy of someone else around you. So switch roles if you need to. Assign yourself where you see fit. Don't force anything to fit your experience, your timeline, or your gender, okay? All are fluid. And we have to balance both masculine and feminine energy dynamics to thrive here on this earthly plane. Okay, so let's see what the message is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this doesn't resonate, because I know most people watch for their sun signs, check out the North Node, the Moon placement, the Venus placements, okay? Or even check your houses too. So, what message do we have for Aries? Welcome to the first person here. Thank you for joining me. Leave a comment, drop your Aries placement. Messages for Aries. What does Aries need to know, Spirit? Remember, I'm only going to speak to your higher self. You should only listen to your higher self. Okay, Aries. Oh. Well, the star in the reverse. This could be somebody who's feeling disappointed. This could be somebody who's lost hope. This could be a pessimistic mindset. This can be a goal or a dream that's not achieved or hasn't been achieved. This could be like disappointment. The Seven of Swords, this kind of tells me, because the star, when I see it with the Seven of Swords, this could be somebody losing access to their god or goddesshood, or somebody's consciousness who has fallen. Losing their protection, their spiritual gifts and things like that. Who is this? What else? This is also Aquarius energy. Somebody could be losing friends, because Aquarius is the constellation of hopes, dreams, friendships, affiliations. What else for Aries? The Queen of Wands. Okay, so is somebody competing with you? Or this be you? So the Queen of Wands, she's like attractive. This, I'm getting copycat energy, like right off the back. This could be somebody who's competing with you, right? And this Queen of Wands is giving me two energies. This is you and this is the person as the star in the reverse who's trying to compete with you. But the Queen of Wands is usually somebody who stands their ground. This can be like a spiritual leader. Somebody could be looking really attractive right now, getting a lot of attention. Could be somebody who's feeling ambitious. This could even be a lot of creativity, but we'll see. Give me more on this Queen of Wands. Or what else do we need to know about this energy, Spirit? King of Pentacles. So you could be losing hope, faith, or respect for another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Lovers. What else here? The King of Pentacles could be somebody you work with, somebody hardworking. He's usually loyal, dependable, right? Financially stable, hardworking. He could be the married man. Or this could be somebody more in earth energy. Then we have the Justice card out. Libra energy. This is usually like divine law and order. The way I'm seeing it with the star in the reverse, this is like divine law and order. A balancing of the scales here. This could be somebody's dharma or karma. Dharma is good karma. Karma is karma. Like, I'm kind of hearing a court situation. Like, you have to take somebody to court for money. This King of Pentacles could have to pay you a restitution or something like that. I'm also kind of getting a separation or a divorce, right? But this kind of feels like something that you hope for comes back around. You are just leaving, standing your ground and leaving a situation. But either way, this brings balance because the Four of Wands is right behind it. Aries, Venus, that's your card. So let's see. What's the Star in the reverse? Oh no. Oh, you guys. Why did that card fall like that? That's the Seven of Pentacles. Well, the Seven of Pentacles talks about elapsed time, right? Like something taking a long time. This can also be an investment. There could be something you're investing in that you lost a lot of for. You lost hope for. Or you could be getting into this pessimistic type of mindset behind it. So let's see. What's the Star in reverse? Because I don't take cards that fall on the floor. What's the Star in reverse? Yeah, see the Eight of Cups. The Star in the reverse could also be like a blocked third eye. Somebody who's not able to think expansively or more forward. It's like they're stuck. So the Eight of Cups, this is Pisces, Neptune. Seeing the bigger picture of a situation, outgrowing a comfort zone, you know, walking away from something that no longer serves you. Somebody could be a Pisces, Aquarius cusper. What else for the Star reverse? Three of Pentacles and the Moon. Okay, so this feels like somebody's fears, even maybe the past, getting the best of them. It's almost like you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Pisces. Somebody is losing hope or lost hope for a connection that something could work out, because the Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration, right? But working together cohesively, learning from past mistakes. Somebody lives in the past. This Moon feels like a past card, and so does this Eight of Cups, the past. This is a relationship that triggered somebody or triggering somebody's shadow. And it's like either you're going to give up hope with the Star in the reverse, right, and fall back into old habits or patterns, or you're going to work through your shadow and make it work, right? Integrate it. What's the Cups? Because somebody here is seeing the bigger picture. What's this Eight of Cups? It's like you could be seeing that somebody is triggered. Yeah, the Judgment. There's a spiritual test here. We got the High Priestess and the Devil right behind it in the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Good gracious. This is definitely a spiritual test. Somebody's being triggered in a certain relationship. And because it's not working out the way that they want to, it's like there's one person here who's giving up hope for the situation. The Star in the reverse is also somebody's level of consciousness real low, like in their lower self. The Judgment here is making a decision. So I feel like somebody here has a decision if they want to work through it with the Three of Pentacles, whatever this Moon energy here is, or if they want to rise to the challenge, to the occasion, accept the call from Spirit. There could be a masculine here who's being called to get out of his head and open up his heart more. Yeah, even the Knight of Cups, following, leading with the heart. So the Judgment here could be somebody's self-awareness. I feel like this is yours, Aries. Is this Judgment energy Aries? Yeah, see, I feel like this is you. You're making a decision here about somebody else that you're partnering with, or that this could even be a work situation, or somebody else that you're in sort of team, group effort, connection with. This could even be work. Somebody could be feeling like a lack of inspiration or motivation at a job situation that they're in. And it's like, okay, do I want to stay or do I and, you know, be where I'm comfortable, but not really feeling inspired or motivated, or, you know, this is not serving my higher self with the star in the reverse, or do I want to change jobs? So take this as it resonates. For some of you, this is a relationship. For others of you, this could be a job. So the judgment here talks about making a decision, but I feel more so like this is somebody's awareness. What's the judgment? The judgment can also be a crossroads between your head and your heart. Yeah, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Somebody's frustrated. Also, this could be a confession. The Ace of Swords in the reverse with the judgment. Somebody could be coming clean here about a lie that was told. Then we got the Death card and the Hermit. And the Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. The Ace of Swords in the reverse is a lack of clarity. It can be frustration. It can be a lie. It can be an argument here. I do feel like there's somebody that lied on you. I do. And this person is being called to judgment. What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse? They're being called to take accountability for something that they did before you walk away. Or somebody lied to you. So we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You know, something here is getting lost in translation. It's like you and your person are not on the same page because somebody is operating out of their shadow with the moon here. It's like somebody can't see with the Ace of Swords in reverse how loved they are, how passionate they are, that the love is there, requited, whatever it is. It's almost like somebody is running from this connection with the Cups because they don't want to face their shadow or face their fear. What's this Ace of Cups? The Nine of Pentacles. This Ace of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles is giving me selfishness. Yeah, the Queen of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. One person is operating out of an extremely selfish interest, but they don't see that it's their shadows doing this. This is like fears, wounds, insecurities, even the past. The past could be haunting this relationship, whatever they're doing, right? And the Queen of Swords, this person feels cold, aloof. Somebody doesn't know how to communicate with the Five of Pentacles. It's like they lack the proper communication skills. Somebody could even lack emotional intelligence. So this Nine of Pentacles, Virgo, Venus, is this Nine of Pentacles Aries? Yeah, see, this is you. It feels like you have a lot of love for a person, right? But at the same time, with this Nine of Pentacles, you're content on your own. It's like you're getting frustrated with somebody who can't see the bigger picture of the situation, and you can. It's like you're trying to force this person to see something. And relationships are mirrors, right? The person who says they love you, they're going to call you out on what it is that you're doing. Because if a person loves you, they're not going to enable you and watch you, right? I don't know, like drink a whole bunch of Kool-Aid when they know it's too much sugar in it and sugar is harmful. That's just an example, right? They're going to say, hey, you drinking too much Kool-Aid, sugar's not good for you, right? Like that type of thing. It's like you can see the bigger picture of what this person is doing, but this person can't see it because they're in this moon energy. What's this Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, see the Page of Cups. Somebody could be pregnant unexpectedly. Tower, yeah, Tower in the Nine of Cups. Somebody could unexpectedly fall pregnant. So this Page of Cups is communication. You know, this Ace of Cups gives you, right, a whole lot of unconditional, true and genuine love for a person, right, who's only giving you a page. They're showing you interest, right? Very little. What's this Page of Cups? Yeah, the High Priestess. And the Hierophant right behind it. And the King of Cups. Somebody's here being tested. This feels like a spirit baby with the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. Or spirit is watching somebody, nudging somebody to say something. What's the Page of Cups with the High Priestess? Some of you guys intuitively know that there's a baby here, or you can feel it. I don't know why I'm getting something about children with this Page of Cups. Yeah, see, Six of Wands. For some of you, there's a person here. This can be an apology that this person is being kind of nudged to give you. Something about a lie here, or frustration with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. But somebody definitely, they know you owe them an apology. For some of you, this is definitely a pregnancy, or both. But the Six of Wands is being victorious over a situation, overcoming obstacles, getting a lot of attention. Emperor, Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords. You know, this kind of feels like a connection that's meant to be, that's destined to be. But somebody is losing hope and hitting a wall, like I said, because this moon energy. The Six of Wands can even talk about fulfilling of a prophecy. For some of you guys, this could be you getting a lot of attention, because I'm getting a lot of energies from this. You could be gaining notoriety for what it is that you do for work with this Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. You could be really skilled at what you... Some of you guys are stars. Or you're meant to be. Right? I don't know why this is in the reverse. Give me more on this Page of Cups. Yeah, see? The Two of Cups. It's like you know somebody has feelings for you here, but maybe they haven't expressed it. Maybe they haven't said it yet. Or maybe this person hasn't truly told you how much they, or how strongly they feel about you. But with this High Priestess is here, some of you guys some of you guys know that this connection with this Six of Wands, you were meant to cross paths for a reason. And the Two of Cups, Cancer, Venus, this is like an unspoken bond. This is something that's felt, right? Like, you really have to say too much. Like, this is the type of love to where if you two go around other people and you're in a crowd, they're going to feel the love that you and this person have for each other. But this High Priestess could be... I feel like there's a mystery. Something is missing from this connection. And I feel like with the High Priestess here, this could be you, Aries, trying to figure it out. Like, what is going on? Is this High Priestess Aries? It's like you're trying to figure out, like, is this person hiding something? Maybe you're trying to feel their energy and see, like, what is it? Because even the Ace of Swords in reverse could be confusion. Like, you're aware that there's something deeper going on with whoever this is, but you don't know for sure. That's why this moon is here. And then it's like at the same time with the High Priestess and the Six of Wands, you know that you two have a purpose, right? So we're going to see. What's the Six of Wands? Yeah, the Temperance. This is healing. This is alchemizing energy. For some of you, this Ace of Swords in the reverse could have been a big argument or a fight that you had with this person, right? And you seem to be the more stable one in this situation, the more grounded energy in this situation with this Nine of Pentacles, right? And it's like, whatever transpired between you and this person, you know that there's love here, right? I can see it, I can feel it, but something's getting lost in translation. What's this Three of Pentacles? But the Temperance, this is Sagittarius energy. This is self-management, right? This is balance, inner peace and harmony. I feel like this energy is getting ready to be alchemized, because I feel like what's getting ready to happen here is this High Priestess, somebody is nudging a person to open up and express themselves with this Page of Cups. And this is what's missing, right? Because you can read energy, but you can't read minds. That's why you can feel that something is off, but you don't know exactly what they're thinking or what's going on with this person. So I feel like Spirit is nudging somebody, right? With the High Priestess and the Page of Cups, to open up and express themselves, or to just open their hearts, period. So you could be the more passionate one in this situation, and your person, I don't know why I'm getting it's the feminine energy here that is not really opening up or something like that. So the temperance is also alchemizing energy, right? Healing. This seems to be, this connection is meant for healing. What's the temperance and the 6 of Wands? Yeah, the Chariot. All of these cards tells me like this is meant to move forward. The Chariot operates from the spirit of wisdom. It's also Cancer energy. Right? Yeah, see, there's going to be a big transition here. So either somebody's going to rise to the occasion with the Judgment here, to the call from spirit, or you're going to let it go. But the 9 of Pentacles here, it tells me like you have a lot of love for this person, but you're good by yourself. Like, you could cope. This Temperance gives me your energy here too. You know how to alchemize the energy, or you know how to center yourself. Somebody could be really fit. I'm seeing like with this 9 of Pentacles and the Temperance, something about somebody's body, like fit. You could exercise a lot or work out, whatever. So the Chariot operates from the spirit of wisdom, right? And only when things are in alignment, or when you're in alignment, body and spirit, right? The white horse is the mind, the black horse, the body, the empress or the emperor who rides on the chariot is the spirit, right? But only when you achieved a place of balance, which is the Temperance here, all right? And you've gotten to, y'all like found y'all common ground, and when only somebody is confident can things move forward. So yeah, the Star in the reverse, somebody is losing hope, lacking confidence, because they're like something is off here. There's a Page and then there's an Ace of Cups. So it doesn't really give me unrequited love, because the 2 of Cups is here. This is shared pain, all right? Emotional depth. That's true love. So many type of connection, but it's like one of you openly expresses it and shows it more than the other. What's this 3 of Pentacles? Yeah, see the King of Wands. What's the 3 of Pentacles with the King of Wands? Too many cards. What's the King of Wands with the 3 of Pentacles? Yeah, see the Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, this is night and day. The feminine energy here is more cold. I'm not going to say cold, but this is a cerebral energy. All right, somebody who operates out of their headspace. They make head over heart decisions. They're going to speak up and communicate their boundaries. This is why they say air signs can be narcissistic, right? They're going to get what they want because they operate from this energy, right? And then the King of Wands is somebody. Now, this energy could go one of 2 ways. This could be somebody who operates from their heart space, right? Leo rules the heart and love, the inner child, right? Creativity, passion. The King of Wands feels the one that's taking more of the action in this situation. He could be the one that's expressing more passion or whatever for a person. And then the Queen of Swords is like, she's observing. She's looking, right? She's... I don't know. We're going to see. So what's this King of Wands? Too many cards. I don't like my upside down either. Give me 1 card for this King of Wands, Spirit. The Devil. What's this Queen of Swords? The 10 of Swords. This Queen of Swords feels like a person who holds back in communication. And I feel like it's stopping this masculine dead in his tracks. It's like more fear here. Now, what's interesting is the map. Somebody could have an addiction, right? With this Devil card here. What's the King of Wands with the Devil? Because it's a blockage here in this partnership. I'll see the 10 of Swords. And the Hangman. Is this Queen of Swords Aries? Okay. Is this King of Wands Aries? Okay, so I see what's happening here. So the feminine energy is holding on to something that transpired in the past. It's like she's holding on to something that's causing her to view this King of Wands as this Ten of Swords Devil energy. What's the Ten of Swords Devil? Yeah, man, stagnancy. This is also the third eye. What's the Hangman? The Empress. And we got the Hand and the Three of Cups. Yeah, the feminine energy is stuck. It really is. What's the Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands? The feminine energy is stuck in this situation. And it's almost like, it feels like there needs to be a conversation had between you and this person to alchemize this energy. And I feel like it's going to happen with both of you two really expressing yourselves and getting on the same page. Because this Queen of Wands is holding back a lot of what, this Queen of Swords is holding back a lot of what she needs to say to this King of Swords. But both of them are stuck. I feel like they're triggering each other for a good reason. This King of Wands has an addiction or something that he needs to let go of, that he needs to release, or maybe he needs to, with the Temperance here, do something in moderation, right? He could also need to have a little bit more patience with this feminine. But the Empress here, something is stuck. Somebody could even have a mother wound that they're working through. What's this Empress? Yeah, see the Hermit. The Empress is stuck. Something's getting lost in translation. What's this Moon? It feels like what's happening here is that the love between the both of you is expressed, but not, is felt, but not expressed with the throat chakra, right? And triggering, because it feels like this Empress is going back to a place that she don't need to be. With the Hermit here, it's like she's recalling or withdrawing her energy from this situation. But this Ten of Swords does feel like an argument that took place between the two of them. And somebody here is stuck. I feel like first and foremost, somebody is being nudged to give an apology. Come in here and say that. I don't wear wig. I wear my natural hair. Y'all trolls, y'all really crack me up. I swear, it's so funny. I have too much of a sense of humor to really take y'all seriously. But I don't wear wigs. So somebody here is stuck. Somebody here is deaf. And I feel like whatever block is, when this feminine hit a wall, the masculine hit a wall too. So what's this King of Swords? You see the Ten of Pentacles. Right, see, the Queen of Swords is in this Ten of Wands energy to where she's holding back. Also, something that he's doing with this King of Wands energy is overwhelming her. And maybe she hasn't expressed it. Maybe she hasn't said it. The feminine energy here is holding far too much of communication. She's keeping it inside, and this is a problem. And then we have the King of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles, right? And the Ten of Pentacles is Virgo Mercury. So I feel like what needs to happen here is some reassurance on both ends, right? This King of Pentacles, this could be somebody who needs to express like if they want long-term or not, their long-term goals. Maybe they need to tell the truth about what they want to work towards. But Virgo Mercury is this Ten of Pentacles energy. This is communication. Mercury is communication, conversation. And seeing the King and the Queen of Swords here, there's definitely a conversation. Also, I feel like this Queen of Swords could be holding on to something that this King of Swords said to her, right? So either she needs to let it go, right, and forgive and move past, because even the Judgment here can talk about forgiveness for a lie being told or over an argument. Ace of Swords in a reverse, right? But there's frustration. The King and Queen of Swords here, there's frustration between both of y'all. So what's the Moon? Cancer, Pisces energy. What's the moon? But yeah, this King of Wands is doing something to trigger this feminine, and this is why she's stuck. And neither one of y'all will figure it out until there's a conversation that's being had here. So the Ten of Swords, things could be stuck. The Ten of Swords with the Hangman. There's stuck energy. There's stuck, stagnant energy between the two of y'all. Even the Hermit. It could be stillness, isolation. The feminine energy pulled back and she's stuck. But what's interesting is this King of Wands, it feels like he has good intentions. Right? But what's this Two of Cups? His actions are getting lost in trend. And I feel like a lot of people need to understand impact is over intention. It doesn't matter what intention you had. Right? It doesn't matter if you had good intentions. It doesn't matter if you had bad intentions. Your actions are going to trigger a person, good or bad, right? And it's up to you to acknowledge, hey, this is not what I meant to do. I see that that's what happened, or that's how you received that, or that's how you translated it. But they need to take accountability, because impact is over intention. You can control what you intend to do, but you can't control how another person receives it. You get what I'm saying? Or I get it. You get it. I get what's happening here. So the Page of Wands with the Seven of Wands. Yeah, see, it goes back and forth here. The Page of Wands is tied to the King of Wands energy. Somebody could have gotten defensive. Let's see. Give me one card for this Two of Cups. Yeah, see, the Emperor. I'm telling you, the masculine energy, he has good intentions. He's a stand-up type of guy. This feels like very grounded in his identity, but it's something about what he's doing. So what's the moon here? With the King of Wands, that's actions. That's that Mars. What's this moon here? Yeah, see the Page of Swords. Somebody is observing, right? And through observation, I feel like this moon is a trigger. The Pages is also learning. I feel like these two, you guys are definitely triggering each other, but it's for a good cause. It's meant for y'all to work through the shadow and continue to grow. What's this Page of Swords with the moon? Yeah, see the Hierophant. This is spirit watching. I feel like this is spirit watching y'all. There's a test here to see, it's like how y'all will handle each other. Because this, even if this is not like the end all be all, this is a divine connection. I could see it with the Six of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Wands that's down here. That's usually like fulfilling a prophecy, the path to healing, something that's destined. Y'all were meant to cross paths for a reason. This feels like there's supposed to be some sort of healing that takes place between the two of y'all, because something that this masculine is doing, he needs to change. And something that this feminine is operating out of, she needs to change. 11:11 is on the clock. So, yeah, like this shadow is the moon here. The fears, the subconscious. And the subconscious controls your bodily functions. That's why it's important to operate from your higher self with the Hierophant here. One of the two of you, Taurus energy with this Hierophant, are more evolved than your person. I feel like it's you, Aries. Is this Hierophant Aries? I feel like you're more evolved than your person, and you're meant to teach them something, right? But whatever you're showing them, it's kind of like they're taking offense to it. Somebody has to let go of the past. The way I'm seeing it with this moon, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, somebody has to let go of the past. Because the King of Swords upright, now maybe he did tell a lie. Maybe he did something that frustrated this feminine energy, but it needs to be cleared up. That's why the Ace of Swords is in reverse. This is a lack of clarity, and as a result, frustration. Peace is a byproduct of clarity. So what's the Hierophant? This definitely feels like a test, but one or more of y'all is, one of y'all is more evolved than the other, right? And somebody's meant to be learning from this situation. So the Hierophant with the World here, what's the Hierophant in the World? Yeah, the Six of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. 7 is a divine number. So I feel like this is a call for somebody to return to their higher selves. Whoever you are, you could be meant to lead your person back to their higher selves, or back in union with God or whoever they subscribe to. This is like somebody meant to be returning home to themselves. What's the Six of Swords in reverse? And not living in the shadow. Because the ego is very earthly. Nine of Swords is Gemini, Mars. Yeah, see, these two are stressed out. Give me more on the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Renewal of energy. Reclaiming of power. I feel like you two are both meant to bring each other back home to yourselves. Getting out of the ego, the shadow. Dropping addictions. Like, y'all meant to evolve each other in different ways. But instead, the differences are triggering each other. So it almost feels like there was an abrupt ending, right? A breakup, a big argument or a fight that you two had. And been seeing them since yesterday, and waking up in the morning, those times are weird. Yeah. Like, that was a synchronicity over here. And 7, and 7s are completion of cycle, right? On the 7th day, God rested. On the menorah, there's 7 candles. There are 7 main chakras. 7 represents completion, right? So there's a cycle here that's closing, but I feel like it's a cycle of you two operating out of lower self. I've been seeing the 2 for real. I just missed that one. Oh, 222. Yeah. So there's like a cycle that's closing out here, possibly for 7 years. I feel like the feminine energy within both of you needs healing. For the masculine, it feels like him needing to receive the feminine energy, right? And for the feminine energy, it's like, yeah, see, look, the Queen of Cups. There's healing that needs to be done here around the feminine energy. Feminine energy is receptive, it's magnetic, it's the pull, the moon energy, right? And the masculine energy is assertive, it's force, it's power, you know, right? Like that doer energy. But you know, humanity, even as babies, we all start out as feminine and we evolve into masculine. So regardless, you two are meant to help each other evolve. But it feels like the triggering is happening because things are coming back up from the surface from each of you guys' past to heal and work towards. That's what relationships are. They're mirrors. I'm going to post this clip from the movie Us, right? Because I got this with Scorpio's read too. And that movie teaches about integration of the shadow. Even the Hermit, integration is wisdom, spiritual enlightenment. This masculine, yeah, his actions are getting lost in translation. Because it's like he has good intentions, but he's operating out of this devil energy. He could have an addiction. He could have, maybe he wants control. The devil could be control. something he's doing is triggering the heck out of this feminine, but it's like he doesn't realize it, right? And the feminine doesn't realize something else either. But what this really feels like is you two, I feel like there's going to be a reunion here between you and your person, right? But first there has to be a conversation to where each of you truly, because the King of Swords upright is somebody who's authentic, right? And the Queen of Swords is upright too. Authenticity. Maybe you two need to speak about your deal breakers, your boundaries, right? Not ultimatums though, because people will just do what you want them to do, so you'll be quiet. So I feel like there needs to be, both of you are overwhelmed with the Ten of Wands between the two of y'all. Like there's meant to be a reunion. There's a pause right now with the Ten of Swords and the Devil. I feel like there was an argument, right? But the Hangman is introspection, right? Reflection. It's like the third eye. Give me 1 second, Aries. I feel like in this period of where y'all are separated, because it feels like there's a separation here. I can kind of feel it, right? And, there's a need for both of y'all to within. Yeah, because we got two cards. We got the Hangman and the Hermit. So both of y'all are doing necessary work. That's what it feels like. Exactly, we need to talk. Yeah, y'all have to talk. That's the only way y'all gonna get on the same page and get to the bottom of this. Because there's real love here. I can see it and I can feel it. Y'all could even have kids together. We got the Emperor and the Empress. And we got the Two of Cups. But the problem is there's a page and then there's an ace. Something is lost in translation. And I feel like only you and your person know, but y'all, this is meant to help y'all connect back to your higher selves with the Hierophant here. Or even God, right? Like, I don't know what y'all believe in, what y'all subscribe to, but yeah. There's going to be a return to consciousness. I feel like after y'all reflect, go y'all separate ways. And, okay, so somebody could benefit from automatic writing with this Moon and Page of Swords, right? And this is a way to release the thoughts that are buried deep inside of your subconscious. So find a safe, quiet space, turn on some music, maybe put on some headphones, grab a journal, light a candle, maybe even blue, that's for communication, right? And what you'll see, what you'll notice happen is, and sometimes it'll take you a few days, right? This is not something that you could do in one day to when you're doing it for the first time. But you want to start to write down your thoughts, and eventually you're going to see the just flowing. You'll be turning the page and writing, and these are that are in your subconscious that will come out, and you'll be surprised. You'll start to see you write down stuff, and somebody could need to do this exercise over a week. I feel like it's going to take more than one day, because whatever is here is deeply rooted, and it's where y'all are not seeing it, right? So once you start to write, you'll start to see how you're recalling stuff that may have happened 7, 8, 10 years ago, and you won't even notice that you were holding on to it. You feel me? So there needs to be a conversation here. But what's interesting is I see the feminine holding back more than the masculine. And each time you see this masculine energy, you see the Emperor and you see the King of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles, like, he has good intentions. The thing he's doing is triggering this feminine, and the Hierophant is more of like the male counterpart, right? And you'll see the High Priestess, to where this is 5D energy, spiritual. There's a real spiritual connection here. I can feel it. Regardless of whether you guys are meant to stay together or go separate ways, I feel like this was a connection that was meant to lead you both back to higher self, higher consciousness, to where you're both conscious of treat each other, or what you project out into the world, right? The shadow that you cast, good or bad, right? It could go either way. So the Ace of Wands, this feels like a passionate new beginning. The king of the male energy wants to reunite. He's also, yeah, frustrated, if you know what I mean. Like, he a little frustrated, but so what's this world? This is fixed signs energy. Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. But this could talk about something being completed. It's like whatever, because the king and the queen of swords is here, right? Whatever you two are observing, it's creating fear in both energies. It's like a domino effect happened here. I am beyond frustrated. Yeah, I can see it. I can feel it. Like, what the heck is it? Like, what is it? I don't know. I can feel the frustration, and it's bothering the crap out of me. It's like causing you both to scatter like roaches. Y'all just running from each other. Like, I need y'all to reel it back in, temperance under here, right? And come to a balance so this can move forward with the Chariot, because this talks about heading towards, like, this is operating within the plan that God has you, right? Your cosmic blueprint, right? Because this is tied to solar plexus, your ancestral past, Akashic memory, like, you know what I mean? Like, your identity is where your solar plexus is, you know, like, I feel like that's what's really happening here. Your identities are being triggered, because it's like, feeling is like, wait, no, I didn't mean that. That's not who I am. She's looking at me as something that I'm not, da 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 da. And then the feminine energy is like, yeah, no, this is not about to go down that way. Like, she turned it to the Queen of Swords first, right? Like, and her showing up as the Empress, that's somebody who knows their worth. They know their value. They're very caring, nurturing. But with the Hermit here, she hit a pause. She withdrew her energy. And now she's going within. And the masculine, so y'all are doing what y'all are supposed to do, but can y'all do that together is the thing. Is mirror and twin flame. Yeah, that's what I said. Now, I don't see the high priestess out here yet, right? So I can't for sure tell. Sometimes it could be a facilitator, to where you are meant to facilitate each other back to your higher self so that you can come into union with your twin flame. But I do see the Six of Wands down. So let's see, what's this world? But that's what relationships do. They mirror, and the cards keep coming out in twos. Yeah, Death card and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this talks about a transitioning of the minds here. It's like both of y'all feel trapped. Y'all feel victimized. It feels like y'all don't feel heard, understood. Like, yeah. The Eight of Swords is a shift in perception. So I feel like the way both of y'all are viewing this situation is getting ready to change. Because the world is here. The Hierophant feels like the masculine energy that's going to return back to his higher self and consciousness first. Right? Masculines usually, they're more action oriented. And I feel like they should lead, right? But in regard to the feminine energy, submission is an art, right? It's not just something that she's going to do. There's an art to submission. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just walk over to a feminine and say, oh, hey, I'm a man. You got to do what I say. Type of thing. It's not going to work like that. The feminine energy is only, and masculine energies have to submit in a sense too. Dynamic, like how that looks and translates from each side of the energy is different, but that's what love is about, making sacrifices. So what's this Eight of Swords? This is Gemini, Jupiter. Yeah, see the King of Cups and the Five of Wands. Then we got the Tower. Five of Swords, 555. 5 is a number of change. The Tower is also divine intervention. Here go the twin flame card back here, the Lovers. Or this could just be conversation. So I see what's happening here. This is the masculine energy that's needing to get out of his head, like I said, and operate from more of his heart space. Because it's like there's a lot of love here, but his actions are not translating to love. This is why when people say, oh, actions speak louder than words, it don't work that way. Because you can show me all day that you love me through your actions, right? But if you never say it, it's still going to be that bit of doubt in the back of the mind, right? And you can tell a person you love them all day until they're blue in the face, but if their actions are not accompanying what they're saying, right, it's not going to work. That's why they have to go together. So the Five of Wands, this talks about, yeah, there was definitely a fight here, is what I'm feeling. But this is like fighting for what you believe in, standing up. This is Leo Saturn, right? And Saturn is discipline, structure, right? But because there is none, this is where the conflict and chaos leaks in. Yes, and act accordingly. Exactly. Act accordingly. If you say you love me, show it. So, he's definitely going through some changes. It feels like there could be external influences with this Five of Wands. Yeah, Five of Swords is sabotage. What's this Five of Wands? I'm about to use all my cards over this first card over here. So yeah, the Sun. This is clarity. This is honesty. This is freedom and liberation. Something about the environment that he's in. And even the King of Wands with Devil card could be somebody who's operating out of ego. And the ego is important, right? Because that is, yeah. What you know about that? What's a Freudian slip? But yeah, so it's like ego is the part of you that's going to protect yourself. It's the part of you that's going to come out and check somebody when they need to get back in line or when they need to handle you appropriately. But you're not meant to live in the ego. Actually, the absence of ego is how you become one with God. And right, like, think about like ants and stuff like that. They have a certain level of consciousness, but they're operating for the greater cause, right? They band together to get done what they need to get done because they don't have an ego, right? They can see the purpose, like the higher calling to what they're meant to be doing, building their colonies or whatever, but one is not saying, no, I'm not going to do that because that's, no, they're working together. They don't have an ego, like. So the Sun is clarity, honesty, growth, and expansion. This masculine is fighting to liberate himself from whatever. What's the Sun with the Five of Wands that's getting in the way? 5 is the number of change. This is going to be a big change for somebody. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, there's a shift in the energy. Also, I'm kind of seeing like him juggling a lot of responsibilities, like with this Five of Wands back here. I'm kind of getting like pleasing the crowd type of energy, or this could be like his family or somebody, something else is in his environment. But with the Sun here, it's clarity. He's starting to see it. Yeah, there is a shift in his perception here. This could be self-sabotage, right? But it's unconscious moon back here. I carry a lot of weight. Yeah, you're saying yes to that Freudian slip. I don't even know how to pronounce that word, but I know what it is. That's exactly yeah, you said it that. So the Two of Pentacles is a shift in the energy, but it's like Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, planning, structure, organization, things like that. So this is him seeing where he needs to be more structured or more organized. But you know, I kind of feel for him because it's a lot back here that he's managing. He could have like a lot of people relying on him as the King of Cups first for nurturing, for support. He feels like an empath or earth angel of some too, whoever this is. And maybe something about his presence helps light people up here. But he has to he got to do something here with this. What's this Two of Pentacles? This is also being open and flexible to changing, because I feel like people eventually have to pick a side, right? Especially when you're in a relationship in regards to loyalty, or not even just loyalty, prioritizing. And the feminine will have to understand that too, because she maybe she's important to him, but based on the needs, if this is family, I can see about family, maybe not friends and other stuff like that, but like eventually something is going to come up that'll be more urgent or more important that he'll have to attend to. Yeah, they can be codependent, and this is why they're stuck in this 5 of Wands energy, because they're not changing, or they live a mundane lifestyle, or they continue to do the same things over and over that keep them stagnant. This is where the conflict comes, because he's evolving, I can see it, but it's like these people back here are not. And because there's a lot of love for him, and they may depend on and rely on him for whatever this is, he's stuck trying to figure out, oh, which way do I go? What do I do? He needs to have confidence in his queen to put her first, it feels like, or to make the sacrifices he needs to make, whatever this is. So what's this Queen of Wands? I feel like this is the feminine energy standing up. Yeah, the Fool, she about ready to go. She's standing up. The Fool is taking a leap of faith, you know, detaching, starting a new journey. Oh, now I can see it. So this 6 of Swords in the reverse, this is slow moving energy, right? But she's slowly turning over a new leaf. Like, so it's like he still has time, right? What's this Fool? This is Aquarius energy, Uranus energy. Okay, so now I see what she's teaching him. Detachment, being carefree, because if you think about the etymology of care, is to be burdened. We really don't know language until we study etymology, and the definition of words change over time too. So what's the Fool? Cups. Yeah, see, 5 of Cups is Scorpio Mars. This is usually regretting actions, crying over spilled milk, a loss of control. It's like, okay, if my hands are tied, the feminine feels like her hands are tied, trying to get this masculine to see something that he's doing. So, right, so it's like, okay, I'm sad about this, but like life gotta go on type of thing. What if I'm scared to sacrifice everything and be left in vain, or all or nothing? Well, I feel like fear is based around what we don't understand, right? And until you can understand why, because, okay, we can't really possess people, right? We can only, this is just my personal opinion, we can only experience them. And the experience that we have with them could be a lesson, right? But if you're seeing it as an L, right? Like you taking a loss, versus you trying to understand what it is that you were meant to sacrifice, or what it is this person would meant to teach you, then you would look at it as you doing it in vain. But if you're seeing the lesson that this person taught you, or you're seeing here how she may have helped you grow or get unstuck from this environment or whatever, you can be grateful for that experience. So I feel like I understand completely, but change is inevitable, right? The Death card is right here. Change is necessary. And if you fight change, change is going to fight you back. And you delay your clock of destiny, your cosmic blueprint, and then you'll find yourself in the middle of that environment and your spirit rejects it, right? But you're still there. It's like, I don't resonate with this environment anymore. Why am I still here? And then you're going to be even more frustrated. You know what I mean? Because your body, your frequency will reject your environment first. and then your environment will start to reject you. So it's not so much about the energy that people give to you, it's what you put out, you know what I mean? But also, I was just about to say something else. It'll come back to me. So that's just how I feel. Like, change is inevitable. Even if that's you changing and handling the people in your environment differently, then they'll respond to you differently. You know what I mean? So I guess it's all in how you look at it, all in how you view it, but change is inevitable. And okay, so think about the constellation, right? The zodiac wheel, Mother Zudikais, that is your cosmic blueprint, right? But the way that it works is everything starts with self, Aries, right? And then the oldest is Pisces. So once you are able to adopt all 12 manpowers, all 12 principles of each constellation, then will you be evolved and have completed Earth School, inheritance of your God or Goddesshood. But it's in the reverse right now, right? Because you're not in alignment with your higher self. You're not in alignment with your North Star, your destiny. So I feel like this feminine is coming to bring you out of that, but you have to see it as such versus not what you're losing, what you're gaining, because you have to make space for what you're trying to manifest. And this is what the constellation, the principle of Scorpio will teach you, spring cleaning. At some point, you got to let all this go and you got to be okay with it. You can't grieve over or be stuck in the past, because it's like the more you're able to digest, or in other words, alchemize energy, the more you will continue to evolve. But when you get stuck like this is how you end up in depression. Or when you get stuck in the future to where your body is stuck in an environment that your spirit is no longer resonating with. That's anxiety, living in the future. Because it's like, okay, I'm here, right? But because I can see where I want to be, or I can see where I need to be, but I can't get there. That's anxiety. So the more you will evolve, the more you can digest energy, right? And alchemize it, the more you can continue forward. So that's just my opinion. But what's this Five of Cups? So the feminine is like, she about ready to, it's like, I love him, Five of Cups, right? Like, there's feelings and emotions here, but like, the Four of Pentacles, setting boundaries. She's honestly, I'm seeing her trying to hold on too. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. This could be holding on to memories of the past. I feel like that's her issue. This could also be wanting to control. She could be holding on to too much control to where she's not being, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come to me. What's this Four of Pentacles? This is all Capricorn energy too. Here, the Page of Wands. Ginger lemon tea. Oh, you're asking what's over here? Yeah, it's ginger, honey, turmeric, and I forget what this other one is. I think it's like dandelion and something else with lemon, but that's usually what I start my day with. I didn't even realize y'all could have my bad. But so yeah, I feel like this instance is inspiring this feminist control, because the only person you can control is yourself, honestly. What's this Page of Wands? This could be inspiration. This could be new ideas, creativity. You know, there's something about the inner child experience that feminine could be holding on to with this Page of Wands. What's this Page of Wands? Yeah, see, the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. Something triggered her maybe in the past or as a child, and she's still holding on to it. Four of Cups is an illusion. She don't see it. That's why I said she's lived past. Something that triggered her, she's still holding on to, but she's persevering. She still keeps going. And the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius moon, right? I'm wounded, but I'm going to hide it. I don't want to show you. I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep showing up and fighting. Well, if you don't work with your shadow, and like I was saying in the Scorpio reading, think about that movie Us. There's a small clip in the beginning where it'll tell you This is about the shadow, and if you don't, it'll come back up. And that's what's happening here. Something she's holding on to is coming back up in this connection. And Four of Cups energies, these are people that are deeply sensitive. He's too prideful. Yeah, that's the King of Wands devil operating out of ego. And sometimes it takes men a little bit longer to heal because they have to go through that root chakra. Yeah, Emperor energy, the root chakra. So what's this Nine of Wands? This is Sag Moon. Somebody could have Aries prominently somewhere in their chart. Oh yeah, see the Ace of Pentacles. You know what's interesting? It's like she wants long term too, right? With this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this could be something that's impacting her sacral energy, the creativity. I don't know. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, see the Four of Cups. It could be illusions, delusions, missed opportunities. It could be boredom. You know, this feels like somebody, whatever their shadow is they're holding on to from their inner child, this could, in the inner child is joy, your youthfulness, your creativity, your imagination. That's when it's at its highest, when you're a child, right? A part of herself that she's disconnected with is impacting her finances. What this feels like with this Ace of Pentacles. He got childhood trauma. Yeah, that's what this Page of Wands is back here. So let me take this one now so I can remember to do this. Otherwise, I'll forget. This talks about inner child healing. So let me take that one now so I can remember. But in this feminine, it's almost like this could be, like I said, the feminine aspect within another person. They're not acknowledging how deeply sensitive. Four of Cups are energies. That's Cancer, Moon. Those are deeply sensitive. Cancer is at home, or the Moon is at home in Cancer. What's this Four of Cups? It's like she's still trying to keep going, right? But she's not. Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords. See, that's why I feel like there needs to be a conversation that's happening, right? Because she's under some sort of an illusion, and she put up her defenses with the Seven of Wands, or the feminine energy. He, she, right? Switch the roles if you need to. But she's under some sort of an illusion, and it's causing her to put up her defenses. And it's like, you know, the fight or flight, she's running. Instead, yeah, the Tower and the Four of Swords. Spirit's like, you're going to sit down. The Tower here is divine intervention, but it's a recalibration, right? In order for you to change your frequency, you have to change your habits. You have to change your patterns, the places that you frequent, the people that you hang around, even down to the foods that you eat, right? But it's an interruption. Like, hold on. You need to stop. You're going the wrong way, right? The Four of Swords, you need to think about this. Four of Swords is reflection. And this Libra Jupiter, whatever is learned in this period of isolation, reflection, somebody could be feeling more called to rest. Somebody could be feeling overworked. That's usually when I see the Four of Swords, right? This is Libra Jupiter, soul expansion of the mind too. So this is all in the way somebody's thinking. This is what really needs to change. The Eight of Swords with the Death card back here. The way these two are viewing. But you know, perception is reality at the end of the day. But when you're operating out of your shadow, it's like it's not serving you. What's this Knight of Swords? Because I feel like this is her trying to run, or him trying to run. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, I see what's happening. Whatever actions this person is taking here is making her feel ungrounded, scattered. Yeah, like this stuck, wanderlust type of energy. What's that say? I'm overworked today. It's my only day off, staying in bed all day. Yeah, I would too. Both of y'all saying y'all overworked. Okay, well, now it's the time to rest. Now is the time to rest. That's like recovery. Yeah, healing and restoration is the Four of Swords. So yeah, this energy feels ungrounded. This is also somebody pulling back. Like the Queen of Pentacles upright is somebody who's very generous, resourceful, but in the reverse is like, no, I'm not sharing nothing. I'm not giving nothing else. Right? It's like, So what's this King of Pentacles? Yeah, now we see the masculine evolve. Now we're seeing him evolve. Now he's in the King of Pentacles upright. This could be giving more effort, more energy to the commitment, being somebody more reliable, grounded. This Knight of Swords energy versus this King of Wands energy that's impulsive. Both of these are energies of impulsivity. Let me get a different here. So now we see the masculine evolve into this King of Pentacles, to where he does offer his commitment. And let's see, the Justice card is the outcome, so the scales will balance either way. I feel like divine law and order is happening here, because for some reason this is telling me Spirit wants y'all two to be together. It's like they don't want y'all to run, at least for the time being. This is what you need. Right? And like I was saying, you can't really possess people, you can only experience them. So appreciate what they're teaching you, right? What they're showing you, and you know, let them go when the time is necessary. I feel like the feminine aspect operates more of this energy. Okay, so exactly, balance the skills, more of a giver than taker. I used to give a lot. And so this could be, is that Jordo? Yeah, this is the feminine energy within you. We all have a feminine and masculine side to us. It's about balancing the two. This is why Libra is a principle. Right, from the time we're born, we're learning our balance, how to balance our head, how to stand up and walk, how to sit up, right? Like that's why a lot of the problems in this world happen, because we forget balance is key. Even too much of a good thing can be bad for you. It can become poison. So what's this King of Pentacles? Yeah, the Hierophant in the reverse. This is somebody that's disconnected from their higher self. I feel like this is also outdated paradigms and belief systems. That's what this feels like, outdated paradigms and belief systems. What's this Hierophant in the reverse? It feels like in regards to commitment, the way he's been operating, the masculine energy has been, as far as showing up energetically and commitment wise, it's not going to work with whoever this is. Yeah, look. Then I'm her pointing like, that girl is poison. That's what I just heard. What's this Hierophant in the reverse? It's like he done ran into a divine feminine. Yeah, Chariot. There's some belief systems that he's going to have to drop in order to move forward. Yeah, look, 8 of Wands, the Wheel, and the Devil. There's some addiction or habit or fear that he has. So the Chariot talks about confidence, willpower. Give me more on the Hierophant in reverse. And we've seen the Hierophant back here again. Yeah, see, the World is here. Yeah. This is him operating in a paradigm or belief system that he needs to release. And I feel like it's related to his way of thinking. Somebody also needs more confidence with the Chariot here. Discipline, structure, willpower. This could also be related to finances or just resources. Like time, using your time more wisely, spending your money more wisely, whatever it is. Or it could just be energetically. Yeah, trigger because you know what you, yeah, see, that's what I said back here. Maybe you didn't join at the beginning, but I'll see this live so you could go back and watch it from the beginning. I won't leave it private, I'll open it. But yeah, there's an addiction here. And you know, usually it's a personification of your shadow, or it can be. All right, like related to the 7 deadly sins, wrath, gluttony, materialism, like stuff like that. When people talk about demons and shadows, that's really what it is. So say for instance, you were with a mother, like, not to say that this is the case for any of you, that like whenever you went to the store, she will always tell you, no, you can't have this, no, you can't have that, da, 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 da. Well, guess what? Then people grow up to be kleptomaniacs, and they just steal a shit. They just taking everything that they see in the store. They putting shit in their pockets. Like, they don't realize that it's fulfilling a certain void, right? But it's because they were always told no. Now they want to take whatever they can. Yeah, you got to go back and watch the beginning. So you'll see where I talked about there's an addiction that this masculine has. That's this energy. It came out back here. And the devil appears to remind you, if you don't take control over your consciousness, something or someone else will hijack it. And that's a dangerous place to be. You want to know why this is important to spirituality? Because when your vibration is low, you will get used for the divine beings as their footstools, so to speak. Mother Earth will use you and make you be the one that has to teach people lessons, right? And then once they're gone, because you didn't do your part, you're looking at them evolving, right? And this is where envy and stuff comes in, because it's like you had the 24 hours or whatever cycle with that person, and they were meant to teach you. It's like a contract will turn karmic when one person is not holding up their end of the bargain. You know what I mean? And then the person who didn't gets left, while the other person who did get the lesson, they evolve and go on. But you're still going to be stuck in that lesson, right? I'm just giving it real to you. You're still going to be stuck in that lesson, and you'll meet a familiar spirit, that energy signature, over and over again until you get it. Same spirit, different face, different body. So in the reverse, the masculine is definitely disconnected from his higher self, and him showing up as the Hierophant, he's still a very powerful, he could be a spiritual leader, he could be someone who has a lot of influence, but he's not using his mind power appropriately. So there comes a time where whatever paradigms and belief system this masculine is operating out with the world, it has to end. It has to end. This is probably what this feminine is showing you. So what's the world? Yeah, Two of Swords. You're not seeing it. It's because you don't want to. Like, this is the energy of not wanting to see it. This is being in denial about something here that you need to stop doing. It could be a group of people that you're working with. It could be work, whatever it is. And this is also learning from past mistakes. What's this Two of Swords? Yeah, see, you're juggling it. Somebody's toying with it. 222. Yeah, and the Queen of Swords, she's sitting back. She see it. This is somebody who's very wise, very intelligent, discerning. She has a lot of experience. This could be somebody that's more spiritually evolved than you. It doesn't have to be. This could be somebody who gives good advice or whatever. But she also sees with the Star and the Ten of Cups, which you guys could be, right? The Star is somebody's vision, right? Your vision of success. And look at the Lovers back here. You got to, Jordo. Like, you need to. It might be hard, but at least you'll have her support. If she really loves you, she's going to support you through this transition, right? I feel like this is what you're being called to do, or whoever else is, you know, in this energy of the King of Wands devil, feeding your lower self, or, you know, and we've all been, lower self loves variety too. You want to have both, but in this instance, it's like, yeah, no. What's the Chariot? Yeah, see, a reunion, a conversation. Cancer, Mercury. So this is like, to me, the way I'm seeing this with the Chariot, the people that somebody was surrounding themselves with. So I'm seeing like soul tribes with this Chariot, Three of Cups. This is like being around people of like minds, who share the same goals with the Chariot here, aspirations, have the same drive and ambition as you. I'm feeling like of whatever was involved with this Hierophant in the reverse, anything that was involved with you operating out of lower self, or where you lack spiritual awareness or whatever, is going to come to an end. But then you'll be met with more people who share the same passion, drive, ambition as you. It's like you getting a replacement. Yeah, look, Three of Pentacles again. So what's this Three of Cups? The Nine of Swords and the Fool. Somebody just does not want to let go. They know they need to. Even the Page of Cups talks about being open to possibilities and new beginnings, right? The Nine is Gemini, Mars. What's crazy is I'm kind of getting a bit of cognitive dissonance, if you will. This Eight of Swords says that, because it's like, I know what I'm doing needs to change, or I'm saying I will change it, but you're experiencing the discomfort of not doing so. And then that, I feel like it's on both ends though, and then it causes you to lash out, because it's like when they get called out, it's like embarrassment almost, right? Like I don't know how to explain it. I know what I'm feeling though. That's why this Nine of Swords is here. Somebody's stressed out because they know they need to detach from whatever this is. And the Three of Cups can be overindulgent, socializing. It could even be like drinking or whatever. Why is this Nine of Swords here? This is the discomfort that people experience when they're in an outdated environment. Yeah, see the Ten of Wands, because they're holding on. This is Sagittarius, Saturn. You know, Saturn is another card of discipline, structure. For some of y'all, this could be needing to delegate tasks or needing to release what's no longer serving your highest good. Somebody is so disconnected with the Hierophant in the reverse. And the Ace of Swords in the reverse is disconnection from the higher self. A blocked third eye. You can't hear God. You can't hear your spirit team. I'm trying to tell you, like, when this third eye opens, you might want to go outside, touch some grass. I'm not trying to be funny. Get in nature, explore some trees, because you experience a bit of psychosis. It's trying to decipher between what's real and what's fake. And that happens when you go through an awakening. Somebody's going through an awakening, but they fighting it. My left ear is ringing like crazy now. So yeah, this is somebody who's needing to open up and operate more from their heart space. And this is important in spirituality, because a blocked heart chakra is stagnancy. The heart chakra is what connects your other chakras in the northern region to your lower chakras. If you get, it's the connection between the higher and lower self, right? But it also has its own electromagnetic field. So what's this Ten of Wands? Too many cards. What's this Ten of Wands? Yeah, see, he holding back feelings. Page of Cups. His expression. I feel like y'all will be y'all will feel such a sense of relief and liberation when y'all have a conversation. Oh, look, the Lovers and the Nine of Cups. Somebody about to have a baby. But this is mirroring energy. Y'all both make each other happy. This is great. In the upright, the Lovers is great communication, trust. It's wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. Pisces, Jupiter. This could even be proposal. What's the Justice card? What's going to balance this all out? Let's move on. And honestly, Libra, this card right here, this is your polar opposite. Meaning, in order for you to evolve as an Aries, you have to find a healthy medium. You have to find a balance between ego and operating out of self-interest and being balanced. And because, like, okay, so the way I could explain it is Aries is about self, I, ego, right? Ego is just a Latin word for I, but the Justice card is more about relationships, partnerships, right? Is Libra's energy, one-on-one connections, even in business, platonic, romantic. It's about relationships, period. So your polar opposite is Libra, and in order for you to evolve as an Aries, you have to adopt more principles of your polar opposite, which is balancing yourself and partnerships, finding a healthy medium between the two. So what's justice? My person is a Libra too. Oh, okay. Well, Libra carries the principles of Mayat. That's just, how can I explain it? That is, it's like the principles of order, right? And how can I describe it? So Libra is balanced, like they're spiritual judges and things like that of that nature, because they're naturally very fair and balanced people. So they carry those principles of Mayat, right? So anywhere they go, they enforce balance in their environments. You get what I'm saying? So Mayat is just the personification of it's like 7 cosmic laws of the universe, right? The law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect, and so on. So this is why you would have met this Libra. And if you keep running into the same, oh, this is the balance. If you keep running into the same zodiac sign over and over again, it's because you need to adopt their principles. They're meant to teach you lessons. Yeah, growth and expansion. Okay, so see, yeah, look, the Two of Cups is over here, and the Two of Cups is over here again. Cancer, Venus. So what's the Justice card? Yeah, the Hermit. Shadow work, introspection, going within. Yeah, to balance out this situation. And the High Priestess. Here we go. So the Temperance is self-management. Doing things in moderation, patience, being in alignment, mind, body, and spirit. Somebody is out of alignment with their destiny, with their higher timeline. The Star is a major arcana. It's a highly spiritual constellation too. The Aquarius constellation, that rules like non-profit organizations. It's a service constellation. You know what I mean? But with the Star in the reverse, oof. This is somebody who y'all are meant to put each other back in alignment. It's like somehow, what's the Hermit? This is Virgo energy, Virgo Chiron, by the way. There needs to be a reflection on the wounds. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Here's the masculine energy again. Somebody could need to exercise more and work out. I feel like the masculine energy in this dynamic needs to... it's something regarding their health or their mental health with the Hermit here that needs balancing. What's this King of Pentacles? Taurus, Virgo, kind of strong Virgo. Yeah, Virgo talks about your mental health. Also work. Let me see. Virgo is also a constellation of like systems and things like that. So Virgo is day-to-day life, work routine, self-improvement, service, health, nutrition, pets, employment, co-workers, and duty. I'm getting like doing more things on in your day-to-day routines that help keep you grounded, right? That help you gain more control of like your body with this King of Pentacles, because it's the body. So yeah, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups, 10-10. What's the Ten of Swords? You know, for some of you, you're breaking a curse off of your family somehow. Something about domestic living arrangements and stuff like that. What's the Ten of Swords? The masculine energy here is meant to be doing something differently. Yeah, see the Seven of Swords. And even this is like gathering information, resources and stuff like that. And the Hermit is wisdom. Oh, I see here. Yeah, see the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I am seeing something about the health and nutrition here with the Virgo, but the wisdom that you're gaining from this experience is lifting the curse in regards to like family matters, programming or something with this Page of Pentacles. What's the Seven of Swords? Because I'm not getting something sneaky from this Seven of Swords. I'm getting like gathering information and wisdom. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. What's this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, King of Cups. So I feel like this masculine energy. It's like you're figuring out that you can only move forward with your heart and with heartfelt expressed emotions. Yeah, King of Swords, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. There's gonna need to be some talks here. What's this Ten of Cups? Yeah, see the Four of Cups. That Cancer energy again. The maternal lineage, the Ace of Cups. The masculine energy in this dynamic hasn't done right by families. It feels like something generational happening here. What's this Four of Cups? Yeah, see the Lovers. Ooh, the Four of Cups. This would be a missed opportunity. This will be a missed opportunity for this person. The Lovers, it feels like twin flame, but we're gonna read into it though. I have a twin flame oracle here too. So let's do an oracle, inner child healing. I've been in this reading for a long time. I mean, I didn't expect it to get this deep. But like when y'all interact and talk back and stuff, it makes it easier for me to dissect this energy for y'all. Or it kind of just, I lose past the time. So let's see, inner child healing. What does Aries need to know? I'm going to pull a twin flame too, and then I'm going to get out of y'all hair. But this will be a big risk being called and forced because it'll be different for everybody. I know those of y'all in the chat who this is resonating with for, but it'll be different for everybody. Whoever's being called to let go of whatever that they're doing, it has something to do with the mind. Death card, Eight of Swords. And Gemini could be an energy of like being bipolar, right? Like they could be of two minds. They're immutable, right? They adapt to change very well. So, but this will be a missed opportunity with the Lovers down here. And it seems that both of y'all are avoiding conversation because the Lovers is Mercury. Conversation, communication. What's the message here for Aries? Ancestors. I knew there was something here that's being broken, and protection and transformation, surrender, embrace. Ooh, coming home. Man. So y'all definitely have something protecting y'all because this is, I really do feel like this is a twin flame union, but it's like, because only twin flames have higher callings, right? They're meant to fulfill prophecies, whether it's upgrading bloodlines or it's being of service to help uplift and evolve the collective, right? There's always a prophecy to be fulfilled. But this Four Cups with the Lovers, I feel like you both are avoiding conversation. That's what needs to happen first and foremost. So 16 was the card of ancestors. I feel like both of y'all ancestors are behind y'all. Like, get this together. I knew there was a curse or something here that's meant to be broken, but the masculine has to do his part so that it'll work the way it's supposed to. Because otherwise, when there's a prophecy to fulfill, the show goes on, right? This is how you end up with fallen twins, star in a reverse, right? So 1 and 6 is 7. That's a divine number. You may not be thinking about your ancestors, but your ancestors are thinking about you. We don't just inherit our eye or hair color from our parents and grandparents. We also inherit beliefs, limitations, gifts, and unfulfilled dreams. We also inherit stress responses and fears that are passed down until they can be seen resolved. If an emotion you feel is overwhelming and feels bigger than your experience, it is possible that you are carrying it for your lineage. This card is an invitation to focus on that lineage. What or who is missing in your lineage? Is there a person who was excluded? Was an emotion not accepted or valued and pushed aside? Is there a family secret? Anything that is hidden or excluded will travel down the generations until it is placed and acknowledged. So Libras do, that's divine love. They carry the principle, they carry that Mayat energy. Will enforce balance. They say like if you have a girl Libra, you were, yeah, I'm not gonna go there. You were messed up as a masculine. Like a Libra child, that's a girl. So it says, yeah, this is the work of healing inherited trauma. That's why I said this is deeply rooted. Y'all just not seeing it. That's why it's so hard to pinpoint what exactly is the disconnect. So as Maureen Celine explains in her book, Connected Fates, Separate Destinies, the lies of those who have come before you, both dead and still living, of some who you may have never known, can and do actively shape your life as you live it now. That's the solar plexus energy I was talking about. When I said the solar plexus operates from the spirit of wisdom, but until you gain control of your consciousness, you're not operating from the spirit of wisdom. You're operating from your shadow, your lower self. This is that energy. So it says, every child longs to belong and will unconsciously take on some of the family's unhealed trauma out of love. This card invites you to recognize each one of your ancestors, giving them a place so that you might release what doesn't belong to you and claim what does. So inner child, as a child, did you feel connected to your ancestors? Did you know your grandparents or great-grandparents? Do you have a sense of place in your lineage? Tell your inner child, nobody can be excluded from this lineage. This is our place in front of mom and dad. This is where we belong. The journey. If you look deeply into the palm of your hand, you will see your parents and all generations of your ancestors. All of them are alive in this moment. Each is present in your body. You are the continuation of each of these people. You know what's interesting? I went to a spiritual retreat this past weekend, and I seen somebody reading ancestral past lineages through the eye. Like, they took a picture of the iris and they had this special machine to like zoom in really close, and they were seeing like warships and warriors with swords and men riding on the horses. That shit was so cool. I do it because the line was so long and I didn't want to wait outside, but I took a business card. I don't know why I just thought about that. Maybe this could help one of y'all. So it says, find a comfortable place to sit with your spine supported and lean back into the hold of gravity. Feel held by the earth. Open your heart and awareness to those who came before you, without whom you would not be here today. Imagine your mother standing behind your shoulder. You can ask her to stand close to you with her hand on your left shoulder, or to stand further away. Trust what feels right in your body. The right distance between you. The right distance allows you to breathe comfortably and at ease. Now invite your father to stand behind your right shoulder. Again, adjust the distance between you so that it feels supportive and safe. Breathe in and breathe out. How does it feel to your parents? How does it feel to have your parents at your back? This is their place. So this sounds like a meditation practice. I'll take a picture of it and post it so you can read it again. They belong behind you, supporting you. Are you able to receive their love in whatever way they are able to give it? is their fear, anger, or resentment. And that takes to understand that our parents had their own spiritual path and contracts when they came here. They just happened to become our parents along the way. The search for higher truth and the quest back home to self and God or Goddesshood does not stop because they had us. Their traumas and stuff like that just don't magically disappear when we have kids, right? Like, you still have to work through that. So sometimes it takes taking them off that pedestal and giving them back their humanness to say that they're humans still having a human experience. So it says, do not judge your experience, just notice. Invite your inner child to sit with you or stand next to you. Maybe you want to hold hands. They belong here with you as well. Take a few deep breaths. Now behind your mother, invite your grandparents, and behind your father, your other set of grandparents. Then invite your great-grandparents on each side and the further generations as well. You may not clearly see their faces, but they are all here to support you. You are the dreams of your ancestors. They live in you. Take a few breaths as you feel the support of all the generations behind you. They have your back. You are not alone. Each one of them has a place, no matter what they did or didn't do. In the same way, you have a place, you belong. Take a few deep breaths and receive their love. When you are ready, thank each one of them and release them. Know you can call on their support when needed. And sometimes that's all it takes, and they be right behind you. This 42 card protection, I'm gonna go too long. This talks about somebody being kicked out of the Garden of Eden. I'll post this on the wall too, so y'all can read this. But this reading is getting kind of long, so let me save this page. Let me save these for y'all, because I want to do one for Twin Flame too, because Twin Flames is definitely in question here. It most definitely is. Because then it gets real. Yeah, we feel it and avoid it. It's been so hard to find disconnect. Yeah, because it's deeply embedded and on both sides too, because the moon is here. All right, it's on both sides. You can't feel it because you're carrying stuff from your ancestral lineage. But I feel like this is exactly what Twin Flames do. You're being called to break these generational curses together. So what do we need to know about? This says, take me home, pathway to true love. 11. I'm going to keep that one out. Because we definitely seen 11:11 when I was here reading. Okay, what else do we need to know, Spirit? For Aries. What else does Aries need to know about this dynamic? Ooh. Path of least resistance. Choose ease and grace. And then at the bottom we have transformation, battle of the head versus heart, 10-10 reunion, reconciling differences. Then we have king, divine masculine. Yeah, okay, so we have 8-8 here on this. Something is related to the finances. That's what I seen here with this Ace of Pentacles down here within the feminine energy. So let's read 11:11 first. Pathway to true love, take me home. I can't find it. Okay, here it is, 69. And these are this type of relationship. Where was it? This type of relationship, it says principles to come in alignment with yourself and find true love. So when you align with real love, it will always lead you home, a journey into your hearts where you discover true self-love. You have faced many fears along your path that have revealed the mysteries to achieving great love. This process has healed and restored your enlightened heart, helping you feel both whole and complete. You are free to not only love, but to be loved. You are finding beauty in your painful journey and realizing the true essence of unconditional love for your twin flame. Okay, this is. You are seeing the gift they have given you by taking you home. As a result, you can now emerge as the highest version of yourself. See, that's what I'm talking about. The Hierophant is in the reverse, so somebody's disconnected from their higher self. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay, so it says, as a result, you can now emerge as the highest version of yourself and experience the depths of great love that you would never have known otherwise. Tune into your heart on a regular basis. When you pay attention to your feelings, it will help you experience peace and find harmony in both giving and receiving divine love. The Take Me Home card serves as a reminder to embrace your journey with gratitude because your heart is now free to live fearlessly. So this feels like somebody accepting you for who you are, but they're trying to get you to see something, and that's what's frustrating, because it's like I can see the potential of this person, I can see who they're meant to be, like their higher self, right? But yeah, a lot of women do get caught up in potential, right? And it's not a bad thing, but you never know how long it's going to take a person to reach their potential. So I feel like this is a sign. Choose the path of least resistance. Choose ease and grace. This reading got deep, Aries. But thank you so much for tuning in here. I hope it gave you some clarity and understanding. Like, I still can't see what the trauma is, but I feel like it's for y'all to decide because it's way past y'all. This is ancestral stuff y'all are clearing. This is deep. But if I resonate with you, like, share, comment, subscribe. If nothing else, leave me a comment. You are so welcome. I love to chat with you all, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye. God bless.